Good morning. That was a great kickoff by Dr. Najwa. Very excited always to hear her views on a lot of the new things we are doing and championing lots of causes at TII. I'm going to talk kind of a little bit different from probably I'm going to give you an interest in what the technology looks like as well, and what are the ethics issues and how we kind of address some of those issues. Somebody asked me, what do I do? And my simple answer was, I make sure that robots don't get hacked. That's the simplest answer I can give what my job is. And what I'm going to talk to you about is how do we make that happen? So autonomous technologies come with lots of promise. It's a promise of, having a better life, better economy, better, when you're seeing a lot of the things like your parcel delivery, but the things that you don't see is also things such as in future, the transportation between the hospitals will be done for critical, blood supplies, et cetera, through the use of autonomous systems. Many of you drive today autonomous cars. Without security to protect the autonomous entities, it becomes a threat. It's one thing to say my phone is hacked, my PC is hacked, or even my server is hacked. It's another thing to have a robot that is flying in the air or moving on the ground or in your home being hacked. It can be fatal. So this is one of the main reasons why we started this work and looking at these capabilities. Public demands security and safety first. No technology will be adopted when you see a risk such as that. If you've seen, how many accidents do happen, when you look at it over, the year in the United States? Well, hundreds of thousands. However, when there are about 100 of accidents with Tesla, for example, they're highlighted as high risk. Humans do 10x more, 20x more accidents. But when a robot does an accident, is highlighted as a really bad thing. So there's a lot of fear in how the technology is treated, and we need to develop trust in the technology, else people won't use it. We believe in what we call zero trust. So what does zero trust mean? Zero trust is a kind of, if you think about a paradigm shift, think about a castle or an apartment or anything you can think about, an office building. When you enter, you get checked that you are a legitimate person entering it. However, once you're in, you can move freely around. Well, that's the old paradigm. A lot of people protect their stuff with VPN boxes, et cetera. What we are talking about is really protecting, every access inside that building, making sure that you only go to the building, that place where you're allowed to go, and you're continuously checked. When we take that paradigm to zero trust system, we want to make sure that every legitimate agent, whether you're talking about a drone or basically a rogue drone or a hacker, cannot slip in because everything is continuously checked and verified. So going forward, this is what we have created at TII, and it gives you a perspective of the technology that manages an autonomous system of systems. And it shows you what are the ways you have to protect that system and what we do to protect it. So there's no sound. Is there sound there, guys? Okay. Well, I'm going to try again for sound.
As AI and autonomous systems advance, various autonomous systems will collaborate to perform tasks, managed by other systems in a hierarchical system of systems towards full autonomic system. Future smart cities will be data-driven, with technologies enabling autonomous vehicles to enhance efficiency and livability. Managing this complexity is beyond humans, and currently, there's no orchestration layer for secure and safe management. This is where SSRC comes in. To replicate this intricate environment, we've developed a zero-trust-based, secure platform managing a fleet of human first responders, unmanned vehicles, and sensors. From command and control to edge devices, our platform ensures end-to-end security and resilience. We began by hardening and securing our edge devices. SSRC developed secure and resilient flight and mission computers that can support any type of autonomous vehicles to mitigate a wide variety of threats and attacks. Communication among devices and command and control is secured through radio-agnostic secure communication shield, enabling robust Wi-Fi mesh at short ranges and resilient long-range SDR mesh for large distances, creating SSRC's advanced hybrid mesh architecture. The architecture transparently connects field teams, equipped with mobile phone and secure communication sleeve, ensuring effortless coordination and mobility. By combining short-range and long-range mesh layers and leveraging relay platforms like tethered UAVs or UGVs, it guarantees resilient, low-latency connectivity, even under extreme conditions ideal for mission-critical use cases. SSRC is enhancing its zero-trust platform using robomotes and robocams. Smart, robust sensors providing secure, real-time situational awareness. These sensors act as the system's eyes, ears, and instincts, rapidly detecting threats and verifying incidents before dispatching manned, unmanned teams. This intelligent sensing network ensures informed decisions, heightened readiness, and effective mission support in complex, critical scenarios. At the heart of this ecosystem, the Secure Flight and Mission Operations, FMO, centers, ground control stations, orchestrate missions, enhanced by an intuitive LLM-based interface that facilitates natural, effective communication between operators and autonomous assets, ensuring cohesive, strategic response. Additionally, scalable active ground control station setup ensures command and control continuity in an event of individual station getting compromised, providing mission-critical resilience without sacrificing performance. Operating on zero-trust principles mandates that every device within the environment continuously engages in mutual verification and authentication of identity with other devices. This procedure is facilitated by commissioning devices in the factory, where birth certificates are issued from a secure facility. Subsequently, these certificates are provisioned and verified to ensure the identification and validation of devices ready to be deployed. SSRC is also developing a Gen AI-based secure runtime assurance, which runs continuously as a proactive AI agent within every autonomous entity, dynamically ensuring operational safety, resilience, and adaptability. This end-to-end solution is operational and can serve a wide variety of use cases like military, civil defense, logistics, and many more to enable security, resilience, and safety. TII, innovation for a better world.
So as that video shows, we don't take governance of systems by committees. We actually built it into our system. We make sure it's secure from ground up. We make sure it's resilient to hacking. We make sure it's safe so it doesn't crash on somebody's head when it's flying and it runs out of battery or et cetera. So we use lots of techniques. We use AI, we use LLMs, we use lots of security capabilities. We adopt things that are developed inside other centers at TII as well to make it much more robust. So for us, governance it's built in. It cannot be patched up on top of it as a Band-Aid. So what you saw in that video, and I just kind of echo some of those things, it was zero trust security. You saw every device had a certificate. and a group of devices have certificates as well, so that if you change a component in that device, the system won't work, period. I mean, it's as simple as that. It's continuously verifying how it's connected. And it's end-to-end, from flight and mission operations through the communication layers, through to the edge devices. It's completely secure. We don't take any chances at all. We have built-in resilience. So where we see sometimes, the frequency band is jammed, we'll move to a different frequency, to make sure the communication continues. When we see a node is compromised in a mesh, we will use an alternate route to make sure that we can still reach it, and that the node that is compromised is actually pulled out. And the system, what we call self-heals, as it kind of manages itself. We proactively take safety measures. We check continuously, making sure the health of device, and also for intrusions in the systems. We're looking for also situational awareness and intelligence. We want eyes and ears to this system. So, for example, if you put a system like this to survey, let's say, the border, because the border is a huge area, 1,500 kilometers or so, how are you going to completely manage it? We've created these tiny sensors, we call them robomods, which are situationally aware of what's going on in that area. If it notices some temperature change or noise or people moving, it will immediately alert the system. Likewise, a camera that is smart, if it sees some action it's not supposed to happen, it will immediately alert the system. So we want to make sure that the system has eyes and ears to manage itself as well. And we also extend end-to-end security by contributing secure communications with unmanned traffic management system. And again, we've kind of, like all of the technologies that you see, we started with open source. We contributed security APIs so we can make them secure and still take advantage of the open source community work as well. So this basically video shows where we are. This was just taken in March this year. It was a work we did with Etisalat and with Cybersecurity Council. And so let's take a look at where we are. You saw the theory. This is the practice. So what you saw in that system is a future example of drone as a service. There was 8 or 6 independent missions run from a central command station. Think about a service that is delivering, for example, blood supplies between hospitals, doing surveillance of oil pipeline, doing other logistics kind of capability, all running from a single station a ground station, no pilots required, just an operator managing the system through LLM interface and driving that system. So this is getting real. It's not just, it's not just what you see in my theory earlier, or what we are trying to do. We're making it happen. We have already commercialized, as we talked about the flight and mission controllers with Audacity earlier this year at IDEX. So we are making things happen. We are commercializing things, and we're bringing in both the governance, ethics, security, all built into what we are trying to do. So governance matters. Really, the autonomous technology needs rules. Safety, privacy, clear limits. You cannot have an autonomous system without human accountability. Human has to be in the loop. And we need, as Dr. Najwa pointed out in the previous talk, we need responsible AI. We need to make sure that AI is accountable and traceable for every action, because it's going to be more and more and more dependence on the AI in what we do, because humans can't manage a system like this. And it has to be an ethical design, respects privacy, reflects community values. And so that's kind of the, what do you call, a necessity for what we're trying to do. Governance isn't a limit. It ensures the technology innovation benefits everyone responsibly. So this is, while we love the benefits, we have to have governance. If we don't have governance, the technology can go awry and cause problems. So as we look at it from future perspective, one of the other things we do, besides, we talked about building things into the system, we also do comprehensive test environment. There is not a single system out there today that does autonomous system testing. We have created one. We do both functional testing and pen testing, penetration testing as well. We have created a secure operations facility, what we call secure compartmentalized facility, where devices are loaded with the keys and the software. We have adhere and leverage all the international standards to make sure we put a high bar for security, reliability, and ethics. We've done we started collaborative regulations, with partnering with UAE GCAA as well as CSA to develop standards and a joint compliance testing lab, which will ensure that any drone, any autonomous system that flies or moves on the ground will go through the compliance testing in UAE. And then we are also making sure we're doing continuous improvements. Our systems are not static. Just like your phone, it gets updated. The systems also get updated based on what's going on around it. So we are updating, making sure that the system is patched if there's some security issues or is an upgrade available. So innovation plus trust is what we need for public good. And that's absolute must and necessity. Secure autonomy delivers real benefits. Wildfire prevention. We're working with Caltech in California to put this system around so that it can monitor forest fires even before they get started and the system gets deployed. We are working, for emergency response. Just think about earthquake situation. You could throw these motes into an earthquake area, quickly figure out where humans might be hurt. You may hear the sound from them, and then send the rescue, to appropriate places. So together, really, with you all, plus technologies, engineers like ourselves, we really need to protect and enrich communities and build trust. So thank you very much for the talk and the opportunity today.